Awal Mohammed atrasi enti yenko na yenhwe Africa stories no titru Ghana fo a mo etontena ewo Europe ene mia ahodo na afei nye eno nko a omo a wotumi aboa ma omo clubs as well gaining promotion and many others and Awal day ebre means I'm akwa babiom say bibia akoso kama all right means I'm for how pa ne bibia Awal okay me and you wedding at the break.
So you bought the CAF Confederations Cup final over the weekend. A course the second leg no. Okay, first leg no course last week. Ewo Morocco wabra RS Berkane share Simba SC by 2-0.
Okay.
So na second leg ewo Simba for Krum. They had wanted the game in Dar es Salaam Saturday no ye chichi mu ha. The reason why CAF Angian to say game no ntimi baso ewo Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam. So game no ekoso Aman Stadium in Zanzibar. But Sejo, even Dar es Salaam Angian to Aman Stadium was excellent for the game. Simba etiminya the first goal Joshua Mutali. But Sejo, unfortunately omochina ma RS Berkane for no ebeteka no. Stephen Mukwala scored. Sejo me Mukwala there no. It was a bit contestable there, but you give the benefit of the doubt to the referees. But I think that nanka margin here me say me pese Simba for winning title, especially with the inclusion of Stephen Deshe Mukwala. Where Joshua Mutali go na edi kan ba no. And unfortunately omochenya ma RS Berkane etikano. And another unfortunate incident is Fabrice Ngoma red card inside no so ba no. And also say bibia. So it's too unfortunate for Simba SC. But Sergio, omo dividends no is paying off because say who investi kakra na of teams etimi do say ya. Sergio, some 10 years ago say ka say Tanzanian club etimi reach this stage ya. Ubedi hu achi ne. Ubeka say like adding. But with the investment
no so close now.
Yeah,
so close.
I no that Sergio says I'll even show what Chelsea mo invest e kakra mo bo mo do final mo lose afi bedru maybe no waji. So Sergio, there will be a time either one of them will get to put Omo hands our African trophy. Okay. Either the Champions League or CAF Confederations Cup. Emre no beba.
So second goal. Now the I call the I 2-2.
Yes, now call 2-2
I call extra time. Last minute we consider this a goal.
Too bad for them. And it was 2 years ago Yanga who called this situation. But Yanga they no omunya benefit of playing our Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
And Yanga their first leg was at our home. And I'm losing 2-1 against USM Algiers. And I'm also call away in Algeria. Echo winning 1-0. So it was 2-2 on aggregate. But the away goal ruler, USM for no, Esha 2-1 ewo Tanzania no. And no nema USM for no any other advantage. But when they had the finals, but it wasn't meant to be for them. Ewo omo main backyard don't know more aye Dar es Salaam no. It needed to go to a different venue here at Man Stadium. Congratulations to RS Berkane. Sejo, Omaji the CAF Confederations Cup 3 times.
Yeah.
2020, they were the winners, beating Pyramids. And Obekaya, 2022, so they were the winners, beating Orlando Pirates. This time around, beating Simba. And I think it's very good for them. Next season, Ombe will Champions League. For the first time ever.
Okay.
More Champions League, RS Berkane.
Yeah.
They say we need the Moroccan League this season, and no more opportunity to play in the CAF Champions League going forward next season. And I think that is very good for our team. No, Sundowns would last minute Sergio, but Sergio almost slow the tempo of the game, especially within the 65th to 75th minute. No,
I see say one goal
enough. So I said, more relaxed, sir. But Sergio, Marcelo Allende, Tebo Mokoena, Sergio, almost form no shade in Nisro. And also affect you. So, and the one to drive the midfield, no say, you pushy ball no anymore. It was only Lucas Ribeiro who was doing that. And even Onukra in the second half, he was substituted. After so share first goal, no, MI call in the first half, no. But unfortunately, Sergio, a call by too bad. Lucas Ribeiro say share goal, no Sergio, omo yini free. And he saw at the point, even that pyramid for no were pushing forward. That time Ramadan so be mobile, no. They were making incursion, surfacing Kalala Bona a call or corner kick, no. And of course, Ramadan Sergio, Ramadan so be a Kobo Huddersfield, a Kobo Stoke City. But no pyramid bo final not bench. and not tell the level of investment that these people are making. And your take, Walid El Kati, he is also one who has seen it all. He was part of the WAC 2017 team now Moshe Ali, Champions League. No? So he's also someone who cannot easily be intimidated at this kind of venues. And I think that Enunu paid off for Pyramid FC. On what timanya that all important goal. No? Say the woman said they should just prevent Sundowns from scoring. They are good to go. Omo African champions. For a competition in just almost second participation and a second season. Because last season the Pyramid HRC CAF Champions League, almost second participation, they are into the final. And we are just one match away from becoming Africa's champions. And Sergio, I think they're very good for Coach Jucic and the charges, on the and Mustafa Fatimu Ntiamiamo. So going forward, they are going to unleash them. Sundowns. Sundowns will need to do more, Sergio. In the second leg, they will need to do more.
Away goal rule count.
So Sergio, as a Masanda or into tight corner. Now they must be forced to score. Because baby Awako as a cell score. Say one score. What it means untimi win the title no. So betimi away go ebema waji competition either 2-2 or 3-3. So let's see what happens in the second leg next week. Ewo adia because CAF Champions League no. Now ka Northern Amrabat. Oye Sofian Amrabat, Man U former player ni Oye Ninia Penny. He's one of the guys who has been with the Moroccan team even during her very last days. As where the game between Spain and 2018 World Cup, new ball man hate bano. This game ended 2-2. Russia 2018, one of the best games of Russia 2018 World Cup, and Noureddin Amrabat was part of that Moroccan squad that went to the World Cup in 2018 Russia. Wakoni Nama at age 38, why that Athletic Casablanca feels he's an experienced player. Mobet Medina aka the squad no going forward because next month they are going to be one of the teams participating the FIFA Club World Cup now. USA. And I think it's a major boost for the club. At least getting Stefan Azizki and also adding Noureddin Amrabat. I think that these guys, profiles, are very huge. And these are international guys. One has been at the World Cup. One has also participated in CAF Champions League competition, of course. AFCON competition, also our experience in Stefan Azizki. And I think that these two guys' profile, it was right. Met me a buawa. Quickly, Sergio, Yanko had the goals scored by Ghanaians over the weekend. But Sergio, before that, Mohamed Salah, Sergio, incredible. Honestly, I keep on saying, Mohamed Salah back into the Premier League, no, Sergio, or back in 2017-18 season, no. Me who play our channel, Premier League, no. In as much as Kevin De Bruyne and Moetimia 6 titles with Pep, you've seen Aguero Moetimia Bois, but Sergio Mohamed Salah has been absolutely incredible because we're equally tearing Henry record no of 4-time being a Premier League Golden Boot winner or top scorer. In the first season with Liverpool, that was 2017-18 season, he scored 32 goals. Even the following season, 2018-19, no. Oni Aubameyang ni Sadio Mane now were joint top scorers with 22 goals each. And so 21-22 with Son Heung-min. No, so oni Son now share 23 goals apiece as the joint top scorers. And anyone so I will share no Amananya 29 goals in the Premier League. And say you what did the Premier League Golden Boot on 4 occasions. And I think Sergio is very good for the legendary Mohamed Salah. Sergio, over the weekend, Semenyo scored an 11th goal in the Premier League. And I think it's very, very good for Semenyo. For the first time, Sergio, we're hitting double figures in the terms of the goals Obeka in the Premier League. And I think it's absolutely incredible for Antoine Semenyo over the weekend. You better hear him say, whether Obetimia make him move. Said you're not indications that DK said yet say Man United and at a point in time Tottenham Hotspur were also making a chase for Antoine Semenyo. Said I would wish to see him at Tottenham, especially Obenya going to play in the Champions League next season. Say Otimi move to Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see what happens for Antoine Semenyo going forward next season. This was Nigua Oshe. Mohamed Kudus was also on target for West Ham United against Ipswich Town. Said this season not too much of goals for Kudus, we in the 5th goal of the season West Ham team no, but I think say crowning the last day of the season no with a goal no, I think say it's very good for Mohamed Kudus. Now last week go back Jamie Carragher say oblemu the former na Mohamed Kudus no and no enya an impact on West Ham United team this season. That's the reason why we've not seen a high flying West Ham United this season, because Carragher say deep in form of Mohamed Kudus over the weekend. This was how Kudus crowned the day last season with that goal so West Ham Ipswich Town game na so said Kevin Appiah also scored for the club Varbergs against Landskrona in Sweden league Kevin Appiah the club this was one of the goals Kevin Appiah so share your taking so I said Prince Ampim was on target for the club Ayub Sport in that game against Antalya Sport, and Prince Ampim go no it means so Ebua Momo winning by 2-1. Say Ada Turan, former Atletico Madrid, former Barcelona midfielder, and a coachino Ayub Sport. So Prince Ampim go now so Esheni over the weekend. Osman Bukari was also on target for the club. Elston FC against Houston Dynamo USA Open Championship Cup this was the penalty Osman Bukari scored. Indication about Serbia champions in the rest of Belgrade person back, and we are monitoring how things are going on. Osman Bukari in the move it's likely say also move back to Europe, because for Serbia there we've seen him some couple of times European competitions, either Europa League or Champions League. One of the seasons he came to Etihad, even though the team Resta Belgrade lost against Manchester City, but he scored. He was on target for the club during that time. So 7 players have won league titles, various league titles in Europe. Bernard Tekpete Eddie Ludogorets Radgard League in Bulgaria, and I think they're very good for Bernard Tekpete Bulgaria. Osa Kosebia Ebenezer Anan also the Resta Belgrade also Aji League Serbia League Oko Hungary so Isaac Papu Eddie Ferencvarosi Aji League honum, and of course Oko Switzerland Jonas Ajete and so any FC Basel the Swiss league title, and Israel Henry Ado has also won the title with Maccabi Tel Aviv, and of course Mohamed Fuseni said you were earning a debut call-up with game now Unity Cup said you on also any USG Union Royal Saint Gilloise said you for the first time in 90 years and Omoji League in Belgium. The last time they won the league in Belgium was 90 years ago said you USG Etimiaji title, and of course Mohamed Fuseni a part of that team a G League, and of course Jeffrey Schlupp also any Celtic G League in Scotland. And I think they said is very good with these numbers list of Ghanaian players from teams the various league titles in Europe. And of course Abdul Samed Salis and so and in the Sunderland Agini promotion said next season say or stay Sunderland that low move or make it from RC Lens now. What it means say you benya kwan the Premier League no say you.
All right. Okay. Roland Garros.
Yeah, Ashasi. Some of the other players, and even when I was coming to the studio, now I was monitoring proceedings.
Okay.
Kasper Ruud was in action. Imara Raducanu, Elena Rybakina, Sergio Mungina in action. And Yama the VNT. I think Ashasi was a 2-week tournament. Yes, a 2-week tournament from this week to next week. Now,
okay.
Ababi.
Rafael Nadal.
Say goodbye.
Yes.
Sergio. This was the tournament. Oceano. 2005 and said he became the master of the clay court. A dreadful obient ultimate a biabawa see a cock clay court will be himself French Open the one idea. Said he's saying goodbye to the world of tennis. So said who is going to take over now? Roger Federer, Ebe Friho, and the Morin so Echo and Chebia Nova Consobeko. Since Rafael Nadal Suko. This is a young guys from Carlos Alcaraz and why be more competition on more demand, especially Novak, Roger, and Rafael Nadal. Say this train a bedding. Even the likes of Pet Sampras, Andre Agassi, Muko and Timia wide those competitions, These guys were so
Novak Djokovic so be dominating for some time and so on.
Baby, I do need it. Say, also, or do numbers now, Munya, and say, you pay any age, no, dear, no betting my at least 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Before someone say bye to the scene, and say, you pay near cost.
And for the very place you
and only a sem. Say, you Carlos Alcaraz money was see. Was a pet Sampras money Andre Agassi way free, no, now we mobile.
On the consistent.
Now we mobile.
Awa. Yenka goodbye to Rafael Nadal. Wabeye bi ewo tennis. Muye papa. University aye wo so ye free Africa yi na afi ye kikamba efie na be hwe da ekoso enso ewo fie Kessben TV, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9, Kessben TV Plus, DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Ye kikamba enche Sivo and ebeba nafi Steven wahwe eye Santos no bi amayo se na titru obako bibiani enra Kumasi Asante Kotoko omani bibiani Gold Star sanso na eye Dreams FC enso eni Brekum Chelsea match na ekoso no ni nyina no de hunsem kakra ebebre awa onhwe na minni enkomo kakra enye sade a ye local stories no eto aso ntentem de amamo Kwame Miki